here in the Pacific Northwest at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. These folks love their football in Seattle. This was the scene a moment ago as the home squad came out of the tunnel, and it was just absolutely deafening in this building. They're set for football, so are we, as the Seahawks get set to match up with the New York Jets. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line.
Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4, Mike spot 4. Let him know, let him know. Let him know, let him know. Took right. Right there, 54, right? 54, Mike.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Escaping the pressure right. That's complete to DK Metcalf. 13 yards on the game's opening play. Little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, trying to make a big play, and gave up a bigger one instead.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
At the 30-yard line.
What? 57 to Mike. SOS. Alert. 57. Hey, 0. Let's get into it.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
57 to Mike. Mike 57. Rip left. Gun. Under crunch.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Flushed out right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Matthias Farley. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
57. All day.
Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now off the bootleg, Darnold. Looking deep for Demarius. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you great up.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
On first down, Darnold. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jadeveon Clowney. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Throwing on second and long. Darnold. And he fires a strike to his big target, Demaryius Thomas. And he lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? First and goal. Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. The safety Jamal Adams able to break that one up.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. Second and goal.
Check four.
Still got 4 down.
Motion out of the backfield.
Wilson going to fake the give and keep it himself. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Following the sack, they go from the 13 on third and goal.
Fair. 57 to nothing. 57. Oh, you got deep? 57. Mike, 57. I'm coming.
Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And the pressure gets to him again. Jordan Jenkins, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up fourth down. Myers' kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, second and 10. They'll get 5 on the dump-off there, and that'll lead to a third down. Now it's Darnold. Open man is Anderson. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
57 to Mike. Oh, here we go.
Now a first down carry by Bell. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a second and 3.
57 to Mike. 57.
Darnold off the play fake to Bell. And Anderson's got it. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Jet first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Open man is Robbie Anderson. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Robbie Anderson, 34 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Here's Sam Ficken now for the Jet field goal. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. He's at the 30, 10, and all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf. 75 yards. And the Seahawks get the quick strike touchdown. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Darnold, and he's got a man, Demaryius Thomas. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down. Darnold now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Here's Darnold. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked out and incomplete. He was trying to find his tight end, Chris Herndon, but it'll be 2nd down. Well, partner, let's put a bow on the Super Bowl for Kansas City. What a comeback win. Yet another come-from-behind victory for Patrick Mahomes and company. An absolute heartbreak for San Francisco.
Didn't Madden predict Kansas City would win the game?
Yes, 35-31, I believe they predicted.
I felt like most of the predictions I saw had the game in the 30s, so a little bit lower scoring than we expected, but a lot of fireworks down the stretch, all by Kansas City. But how about San Francisco? Had the lead in the ball, under 12 minutes to go, and held Kansas City to 10 points through 3 quarters. And somehow they're winging their way back to San Francisco, trying to understand how they lost that game.
Yeah, not only did Kansas City win it, but they end up winning it by 11 points. They didn't see that coming at all. Throw complete to Herndon. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. On 1st down, it's Bell, and he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
And they've got another 1st and 10 as the penalty keeps this drive moving. After the penalty, it's Bell. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Darnold now to throw into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Darnold from the gun. Looking for Crowder, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. With that incompletion, a chance to mention the awards. Now with the season over, Lamar Jackson, as we speculated, he's the MVP, Coach of the Year. John Harbaugh, Lamar's coach. Michael Thomas, Stephon Gilmore, Offensive and Defensive Players of the Year. Offensive and Defensive Rookies of the Year. That went to Kyler Murray and Nick Bosa. And the Comeback Player of the Year, Charles, Ryan Tannehill, no surprise there.
Not to mention the #1 award that the NFL gives out, the one that they give the most, that credence isn't the right word, the most attention to, and the one that they want trumpeted the most. That's the Walter Payton Man of the Year, because that represents the totality of a player in the NFL, not just what they do on the field, but off the field as well. And that goes to Calais Campbell, the defensive tackle for the Jacksonville Jaguars. What a great award. Congratulations, Calais.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On first down, Wilson buying time to his left. He'll run it, and I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Hey, alert three. Out.
Throwing again on second down. Wilson, flush to his right. He hits his running back, Procise. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Now Wilson.
Sometimes it's designed and sometimes...
End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks, they're able to stretch that lead out a bit further. The extra point now coming from Myers. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the one.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And a pretty good run, all things considered. Probably would have liked that in the first quarter instead of right now as the clock continues to run. Darnold will throw it on 3rd and 1. He gets it to Thomas. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Darnold now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. To throw is Darnold. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is what... Leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Again, it's Bell. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
Well, it hasn't been a whole lot of fun for Le'Veon Bell in this ball game, trying to find room to run the ball.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. K.J. Wright in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to fourth down. Darnold. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line.
Danny. Rush it.
Good job right there. 25.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. That's complete into the hands of Carson. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll make it second down.
Hold. Team showed up. Hey, 57, Mike 57. Hey, tight.
Throwing is Wilson. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
It's just me and you.
14, Friday.
Mike's 57. 57's Mike. Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line.
Third and long, it's Wilson. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. Let's get to some Hall of Fame talk while we have a second, because last week we mentioned the 15 guys that we knew were going into the Hall. 5 added: Isaac Bruce, Steve Hutchinson, Edgerrin James, Steve Atwater, and Troy Polamalu. You think about it, CD. For Polamalu, it was his first year of eligibility. People knew he would go in. Atwater was his 16th year. He had to wait a long time.
He certainly did, and I often wonder about the psychology of it all, because when you're young in your career, meaning young retired, right, these things mean something to you, but I don't know if they hit with the same impact as it will for a Steve Atwater. 16th year. Now, I think Steve would like somewhere to be a happy medium. Maybe the 8th year would have been a lot better. But the bottom line is, the older you get, boy, imagine the emotions running through.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 22. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.